Hey guys, you're watching Couch Surfing here with Mel and Matt. We've got a very special guest with us right now, Elias from Anoxia.
Hello.
What's going on?
Not much, man. Same old. Just loving life.
Exactly.
Music.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the band, Anoxia, man. I'm loving what you guys are doing at the moment. Let's a bit of a history about the band, how you guys all started.
Yeah, sure. So we took a bit of a break. I took a personal break after leaving the old band Viscera. Just want to finish off my studying and work and things like that. So took a bit of time off. I hit up Marco, who played in Viscera as well, and Joey, just getting a bit of conversation rolling. And just, we started jamming. The title, the band name came from Marco's idea. So we started jamming, wrote a fair few songs, and then needed a bass player. So Marco hit up Zoran, and he was a fan of what we were playing. So, we are where we are now.
Cool. What are the main influences behind the band? Because you guys are it's very counterculture driven. So the stuff that you've done in the past before, this is very straightforward.
Yeah.
Is that the main influences behind the band?
Yeah, so we changed it up a little bit, not too much, like gone the 4-piece as opposed to the 5-piece now. We still have the same influences of the early 90s death metal, the Florida stuff, the New York stuff, so Suffocation, Death, all the Morris Sound kind of bands.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're doing that now, kind of having a bit of freedom, just pushing it as much as we can and just loving it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So what's the plans for the band for the future? Like obviously for the rest of the year, you got a few shows coming up.
Yeah.
Working on the new EP as well.
Yeah, so it's good to be playing music again after COVID hit. We did have one gig late last year, which went well. It was just weird playing the music we play, and then crowds just sitting there, just raising their glasses, sitting from their chairs, and what have you.
That's
But
right.
we've had a show a couple of weeks ago with the plague and whatnot. Got 3 more planned between now and mid-July, so hitting Canberra up as well with the EP. So we tracked that late last year with Matt Clark, who's in Bastardizer.
Yeah, cool.
That went really well. He's a cool dude and knows what he's doing.
Absolutely.
Really smooth. So have the 4-track EP as well as adding the demo on there for a physical release. It's being released through 1054 Records in Australia as well as Severed Records in New York.
Cool.
Which is really cool that they jumped on because I have a lot of their stuff as well. So that's been really smooth. We're getting James Murphy from Death, Obituary and whatnot to mix and master it. He's putting a guest solo on.
Wow, so that must be something big for you.
Yeah.
So you're a big fan of him too.
Yeah, huge fan, and just playing in Testament as well.
Yeah, right.
The amount of records he's been on is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But he mastered the Execute EP, so we touched base a little bit on that, but now we're giving him a bit more freedom to mix, master, and putting a guest solo on one of the songs. So that's being done as we speak. He's just busy with a whole bunch of other bands as well, so that's being sorted. Sorting out a music video soon too. So it should be out later this year.
Gosh, there's a lot going on for you guys.
Yeah, so I've hit the ground running ever since COVID's kind of been just chill a bit since then. Of
course.
Yeah.
So what's the typical live show like from you guys? If people haven't seen you guys live before, what's a live show like from Anoxia?
Yeah, so with the songs we've written, we've actually just mapped it out to how we like the show going in terms of what we see from our usual crowd reaction. So we start off with the slow build-up kind of song, and the crowd start getting into it, and then from then on, it's just in your face.
Yeah.
Sure. The crowd have taken it really well, which is good. They've been straight into moving, heads banging and the usual thing, but it's been really good. The response has been really overwhelming actually. Just between a couple of shows and that one demo song, we're kind of blown away with the reception we've received.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what's the writing process like for the band itself? Like, are you the main songwriter behind the band's music, or is it like a collective thing? Or?
Yeah, so it's a bit of everything. So the first, I'd say 4 or 5 songs, I'd have written the music, or mainly the guitar riffs and the song structures myself, bring that into the rehearsal studios and map it out with the band. A lot of the early songs were with Marco and I mapping out how the structure should go, the kind of vibe we're going for with a particular song.
Yeah, right.
With the lyrics, it was split. Joey had a bigger bulk of the lyrics, but I've chipped into a few songs as well. We've come up with our own titles and then kind of filled the gaps in for each other.
Yeah, cool.
the last song we wrote actually was pretty much a collective effort where I had not essentially a song, but just a different collection of riffs, and Zoran, Marco and I filled that in. Joey gave his overall kind of view from the outsider's perspective in terms of like instrumental things, told us how it felt. I wrote the lyrics to that one, which I've chopped and changed with Joey, and so it's been mixed. It's a lot of the later songs are more band kind of in the studio, whereas the other stuff was just bringing what you have at home, which is equally as good. It just gives you different ideas for songs and different feels.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Now, is there any advice that you give out to any young death metal bands that want to start a band? You've played in a few bands in the past yourself there, Elias. What would you give to the kids out there? What sort of advice would you give?
So I guess if I'm looking at it from giving my younger self advice, because I started when I was 19 or 20, have fun, bring all your ideas out, and be happy with what you have in terms of the early days. Your musical skill is at a different level to what you are when you just get older and play more. So just have fun with what you're doing. Just keep writing, keep playing, just a bit of everything. Just expose yourself to everything that you think would make your music better and give your music more sets of ears.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Now, if people want to contact the band and find more about you guys, you're on Facebook, you're on obviously the social media platforms. Plug away.
Yeah, so we've got our Facebook, we've got our Anoxia Instagram and Bandcamp and what have you. The demo's online on Spotify, YouTube, Bandcamp, and it's for free to download as well, just so you can share it out there. We've just done it so everyone can just hear what we're doing. Feel free to message us on Instagram or Facebook, and cool hashtag we've come up with was Anoxia Death for anything kind of social media related, which has actually taken off really well. So just give us a follow, and we update that fairly frequently.
That's it. Elias, thank you so much, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Anoxia again, one.
Thank you.
Thank you.